Good evening, I'm Adventure Argonaut. This is Hyaku Monogatari, Honto ni Atta Kowai Hanashi. That means 100 stories. As Japanese for 100 stories, uh, like through scary stories that totally happened, man. And this is from 1991. Was that old? From Turbo Graphics. Game and some sort of visual novel with I think 100 different like really short stories or something. I don't know, like I'm not expecting much actual gameplay from this game, but like the graphics I think are like beautiful basically, like the pixel art. What little I've seen of the game, and like supposedly this 100 stories thing is like there's some candle stuff I read somewhere online that is like some Edo period or Edo period like way of telling ghost stories, that you have like 100 candles and then you tell a story and then shut off one candle or like puff it out and stuff like that. But let's see what we are getting ourselves into. So let's start with the intro, and it's from Hudson Soft. Not something I associate with horror. Just gonna check one more thing that I. Yeah, okay. Yes, let's get back to the game or the intro. Quite atmospheric, I do think. And there's a fox mask. I wonder what, developers back in the day when this game was made, they have more artistic vision. What could they do with like modern technology? Because I think a lot of this artistry has been lost in most games. Okay, let's listen.
古く江戸時代から商人の間で流行した怪談会。黄昏時から100本のろうそくを灯し、階段を一つ終えるごとにろうそくの火を一つずつ消していく。そして牛三つ時、最後のろうそくが消える頃、真の闇が舞い降りる。
So yeah, I think here it's
その時に本物の怪異現象が起こると伝えられている。
explaining about the 100 candles and
一体何が起きるのか。それを知る人はあなたかもしれない。
Oh, so creepy. So that's Hyaku Monogatari, 100 stories, and Honto ni Atta Kowai Hanashi. I think that the subtitle is really hilarious, actually. Like, true stories that totally happened, or really happened, or true scary stories that really happened. Let's put a save state here. So yeah, I haven't really played beyond this point. So these are the candles, and I think, and here it says on the left, like the first story. So yeah, this is one here, and this is like a fire sperm or something. Okay, and I'm supposed to press a button to resume. Okay, that button, that did something. And I will attempt to translate Japanese. So, wait, okay, let's pause this. So the rainy day, child of the rainy day, or something. In Chiba Prefecture. And there's somebody. Okay, the last kanji is down there. There's somebody's name, some son, but I don't know their reading. So it's Chuyoshi Ichihara. It's a pseudonym. Okay. So this is my weird experience or something, and it happened on a rainy night. It's my like lovers, my girlfriend's ex- experience, and it happened on a rainy night or something like that. Okay. And that day, she on Friday. Yeah, it was Friday, and she got home late, and okay, she had to take like the last train home. Yeah, what's this kanjis? Okay, and when we arrived at the nearest station, or I think when she arrived at the nearest station, it was already past 1 a.m., and the streets in front of the station were filled with people rushing home. And yes, that day there was a strong rain falling. And what's that kanji? I'm using some software to help me with some kanji that I don't know if the software is helping me. What's this? Uh, yeah, some gate or something. Why isn't it? Okay, wait. Maybe it's too bright or something here. Okay, I should turn up the light or maybe that's interfering with my. Okay, yeah. So yeah, the shoulders were wet in the ticket gate, and the umbrella like okay, I guess lots of people were holding open umbrellas or something like that. Yes, that's good enough for translation. And she そんなような一人で so she was alone like that and quickly returned home with the umbrella spread wide open. Yeah, okay. And she like her home was on a hill, I think, and the apartment was like 15 minutes from the station. Okay, so yeah, it was on a hill, 15 minutes away from the station, I do believe. Why is it like I don't know? Maybe it's good because I have to do it mostly by myself. Okay, now is the app is finally working again. But hey, if I manage to translate it myself, I feel good. I still like I don't know. I'm using the app to make it a bit smoother. But if it doesn't fucking work, it's a piece of shit. Then it's a different story. When she got close to home, there was no one else left, or like nobody else seen there. So she was alone, as like she always was. So she climbed the steps of the nameless hill and stopped halfway on the hill, and then uh, she rose a bit, or she got a bit those. She like calmed, slightly out of breath, and looked toward the top of the hill. And then um, there was a blue raincoat, like a 30-year-old man or a woman. It was a woman, like around 30-year-old woman in a blue raincoat, was standing there. And on the left something. There was a small umbrella, like so. Yeah, small umbrella hanging from the left elbow, and she was waiting for somebody. Ah, yeah, there you can see the figure up there. Okay, and she, without uh, she walked away without a care in the world. So is this the mystery? And at that time, that moment, from behind somebody, there were like footsteps from behind. Like she heard footsteps. Like the girlfriend heard footsteps from behind. And first, like quickly heard the footsteps, and then like she didn't pay attention to at first, like the sounds she heard, and the sound seemed to be like got closer, and they sort of followed her, came with her, and she started to think there was something strange about the footsteps. There's suspicious something. The time was I guess because it's late or something. Yeah, the I guess it just means because it was so late, so was a bit cautious or concerned, and the footsteps seemed to follow her, and she could hear them at regular intervals at times. And yeah, she was a bit scared, and she walked quickly to the woman in the raincoat. But then uh, she decided to stop and look back. Bleh. Is it like a wheelchair? What are we looking at? But at the back, there was nobody there. Okay? Yeah, there was nobody there. But it sort of looks like, I don't know, some sort of vehicle or wheelchair, like in the middle, the center of the picture. Like, even though she heard the sound so clearly, but there was nobody there. And there was only she could see the scenery at the bottom of the hill. She was all she could hear. And to her surprise, she heard footsteps that kept getting closer. The sound of the footsteps passed by as if they were passing right through her body. So it's like ghosts walking around or something in the rain. Ghosts in the rain. And that moment, a cold breeze hit her body. It blew through and disappeared. And her mind went blank, and a cold sweat ran down her spine. Then the footsteps. She listened the footsteps carefully to like follow them or something. And then the woman in the raincoat, they disappeared. I guess when they reached the woman in the raincoat, I think. The woman in the raincoat was smiling and holding a small umbrella in her left hand as she handed it to somebody. So she handing it to the ghost. It was strange. But there was nobody there. Or nobody else but her. Yeah. Dun dun dun. So there's nobody there in the place, but uh, then there was like a kindergarten age kid or something. Yeah, it's like 4 or 5 year old. Or yeah, 4 or 5 year old kid wearing a uniform of a nearby kindergarten. It was standing there, like in the place where nobody was previously. So that's how it was. And then the woman, no, the girlfriend. So yeah, like the person walking behind her was the little boy. So he was a ghost all along. Then the woman in the raincoat was waiting for this kid, and she was standing there to do what exactly? Standing between them and witness this unbelievable sight. I mean, the girlfriend, yeah, she was standing there, witnessed this meeting. At that time, um, she just looked back or something. She turned around, looked back. Oh, mom! Today I ate carrots. Am I misinterpreting what it says. Ninja. Yeah, he ate carrots. Okay. Ah, is that so? That's good. Very riveting conversation. Yes. That's it. I don't know. The dialogue, and then, well, the rain started raining, got worse. So let's go home early. Yes, and that after that, the two, while walking, so they disappeared across the world. Well, they walked away and disappeared across the road. And the girlfriend, uh, her, I guess, mood changed. Something changed, and some words I don't quite understand, and my stupid app doesn't work. Okay. Yeah, so the girlfriend got upset, or I guess that's one way of putting it. She couldn't move from the spot for a while. Okay. I guess she was shocked, in other words. Ouch. So wait, she was killed by the car? That direct. What's that? So I guess because she couldn't move, she got hit by a car or something. I don't know. Is the animation is preventing the app from working like even more than usual? Okay. Yeah. So shortly afterwards, she heard news of a traffic accident. There was a loud noise. It seemed to. Okay. So I guess both of them were ghosts. I guess the mom and the kid had died in the traffic accident. Okay. So it wasn't the girlfriend who got into the accident, but the two ghosts. Um, so there was a loud noise, and there were screams, and she ran at full speed. And she arrived at home, and there was like a she when she arrived at home, she regained her composure, and was the child and the kid were ghosts, and even now, uh, what's that? What's that kanji? Ni sama yo teru. Koto o kowarimashita. Is it kowarimashita? Yes. So yeah. Well, clearly the two had died in the accident. Okay. So they're still wandering around, unable to find Nirvana. Okay, okay. So they're, I don't know, in limbo or something. And that night, the girlfriend, she experienced fear in her heart or something, and there was sadness. I don't know, gripped her, and she, I don't know, cried. She cried in her horror and terror, and yes, surrounded by a strange sadness, I guess. And me too. The estate without giving a reason or saying a reason. So I mean, he cried too, I guess. Boyfriend. Okay. Uh huh. What she saw, could they have been ghosts of a parent and a child? Uh, or was it an illusion showed by the rain or created by the rain? Whatever it was. The girlfriend avoided going out on rainy days and learned, like, certainly wouldn't do it again, and she would cry at night for no particular reason. So what should I do? I guess what should I do with her? Well, clearly you have to, cut off her neck as well. Okay, that's the first story. First candle is out. Okay, that's the second one. Let's do a save here. Okay, so this is the second story. So am I supposed to press this button? Okay. What was this? So, like heart ghost, some sort of map. Let's see. Can the psychic map? Okay, psychic phenomenon map, I guess, is the name of this episode. Okay. Oh, okay, there's like locations. So this red text is the well discovered at Chomyoji Temple. It's the yellow. Okay, it's the psychic phenomenon map is the yellow text, the episode name. So I can switch between locations. So Devil's Railroad Crossing is this one. This is some sort of school. Tetsugakudo Park. So well, it's like, is this philosophy park or something? What's this? Sunshine Building. So it's some sort of Ikebukuro Sunshine Building. This is like Four Valleys something. Nice creepy music and sounds. I don't know. Well, this is some sort of, I don't know. I guess let's just go back to the first one. I don't know, like, what are we actually choosing here? Is it like different stories in different order, or yeah, this was the well. Okay, let's go to the well. Let's see what are we supposed to like investigate something here? Okay, I guess so. Reports. So the mirror well is located in Chomyoji Temple, Nerima Ward. So this is some mysterious well, something to do with deaths, of course. It's a legend that this mysterious well can tell you when a person is about to die. So in this well, if you look into the well and see a blurry reflection on the surface of the water, then uh, so it's maybe if you see somebody's blurry reflection there, then that person is gonna die or something like that. And if you actually look, you actually go down the well, you see it's quite deep, or look down the well, the water surface gets very dark. And so it's difficult to see your, I guess, your reflection clearly on it. If you think it's just a legend, it's not a very pleasant thing to hear. In this case, the Chomeiji temple, or okay, if you visit Chomeiji temple, which is like long life temple, that it can help you avoid this disaster. Okay, so that no, it's Chomyoji. Chomyoji. Sometimes the app is confused. I guess it's Chomyoji. So it's long life temple, and so there's a stone statue of Emma. It's like, if you know Hell Girl, you know Emma I guess is some sort of hell deity, something to do with the dead, I guess. Um, so, anyways, so there was like a statue, head priest was attacked by thieves or something, and the statue has something to do with it. I'm not sure. What? What's going on? What's, why is the what's going on? Why is the text suddenly running? Did I accidentally press something? I don't think I did. Fine. So Seibu Ikebukuro line, about 7 minutes from Shakuji Park Station. That's points. Okay. Can I do something? No. So it's horror. Oh, okay, it's like grading it. So horror is only 1, atmosphere 2, sightings 1, curse degree 1, and total 1. Okay. So I guess it's grading different creepy locations. So the well is located in a corner of the Chomyoji Temple grounds, also known as Hoshino-i. So it's star well, the well of stars or something. Okay, so that was one candle. Okay, and then let's do another save state. So yeah, now it's the third one. What does it say? Uh, the font is too messy. Ude? Is it like arm or something? Wrist? Something. Typhoon again. So this is some prefecture. Something about. Can you give me a wrist? And I don't know how to read the prefecture. It's like Typhoon maybe, and HK Sun. So is it Mr. Hong Kong? Okay, well let's see what kind of story it is. I uh, so since I was kid, I had lots of strange experiences or mysterious or whatever. So always the experiences. So I want to tell you about one of those experiences, I guess. Sure. So come close. Recently, one of them has been resolved, but the incident happened when I went to high school, and like something happened short after that. I guess this incident happened soon after he went to high school. At first, a small incident. It happened during music class. So the lesson was almost over, and I was getting closer, or like it was getting close to the end of the class, I guess, and something strange happened. Oh. Uh, so suddenly, the sound of piano was heard, and the teacher was recording in the preparation room. Was like or was looking for something in the preparation room. Okay. He was looking for a record in the preparation room. You know, a vinyl record. You know, those big sound discs. Maybe you never even used one if you're a young Zoomer or something. So and it wasn't even played by a student. I guess the piano. So nobody played piano. So that's it. So there was nobody there. I After I heard the sound, what's this? A chill ran through my body. What's this? Gradually around, people started talking about the sound, and the teacher thought it was a prank, and the class continued until it ended. Soon after, I guess. So after the class ended, so the best friend Wakako, is that the name? I guess Wakako. They talked with her for a while. But the chill, what about the chill that I just felt earlier? I didn't mention that chill I felt to her, I guess. And hey, you too. Uh, quickly go out. The classroom is closed. Like, damn it. So I guess somebody's basically telling them to leave the classroom. My classmate Takai-san, a girl with a bit of tough personality, shouted at us. Okay, Takai-san was shouting them to leave. So, and then Wakako, she seemed annoyed. Um, so yeah, left meaninglessly the classroom because I don't know. Left the I don't know. They left the classroom. And Takai-san, I understand what she was saying. Uh, so I felt a bit sick or felt a bit bad. And then Wakako, she... What's this? Nadamete. Nadamete. I guess, yeah, Wakako soon left the classroom, I guess. I don't know one word, and the translation app is crap. What? Takai's line? What? Takai something. Isn't she tough or too strict or something? Already something, I don't know. Getting pissed off, I guess. But Niwa I guess like the way she says stuff is harsh, something like that. I'm just gonna pretend that's the right way. Okay, that day was the last class of the day. Wakako's complaints continued, and then the protagonist continued on their way home, I guess. But I was something up in the air. There's always something up in the air or up in the sky. So that evening, oh, what's going on? A hand, so creepy hand. I was sleeping in my room when I woke up to a strange feeling of shortness of breath. I felt like someone was holding my chest. I wondered who it was when I looked at the futon and was shocked. There was a feminine arm there. Ooh, that's creepy. And moreover, you could only use your left arm. Was holding my chest. And that's not all that there was. On the bed, there was a black shadow. appeared underneath the bed, I guess. And on my head, there was a. Okay, I like the black shadow appeared from under the bed and then rose above my head or something. Ugh. Okay, that's creepy. It was a live head. No, severed head. Okay. So it was looking down on me and laughing. Fua fua. Uh, so an immense strength was applied to my chest and I was pushed straight down into the futon. I tried to call for help and lost consciousness. So is it the next day or something? Again, I was filled with fear. So my chest and my neck was there was dark clear bruises on the neck and chest. Even though I thought it was a dream, but I guess it wasn't. Um, so I got scared, and as soon as I saw my mother come into the bathroom, I started crying. And I told her everything that had happened until now. My mother couldn't believe it, and she listened to me, but she didn't even look at my body. So mother notified the school that I guess know that the school that she would have a call in sick, and then they went to a psychic who they knew to. Yeah, the mom took her to a psychic or something. I think it's been psychic, not psychiatrist. And so it seems a spirit was possessing our protagonist, and it's a very troublesome spirit. Somehow, apparently, it is said to be a ghost of a woman about my age who was murdered and dismembered. And I immediately remembered the severed head from yesterday. Yeah, I think it's tough to forget something like that if it happens to you. Uh, so the psychic said my protection is strong and there's nothing to worry about. Sounds a bit sus, but mom was not convinced. So no matter what kind of like protections or how strong the protections are, so there are still I guess the bruises on the body. Yeah. So whatever protections or guardian spirits, I'm not quite sure what sort of protections we're talking about. Is it like innate protections or an angel protecting you or what? In the end, my mother's strong Like, due to her mother's strong negotiation skills, they did an exorcism on her and then they went home. And that evening, ouch. So something painful happened. And I was woken up in the middle of the night by a sudden blow to my cheek. Yeah, there's somebody standing in front of me. And there was standing the girl with the severed head. And that day, um, unlike the previous day, my body and legs were in good condition. I guess means no bruises. Or no, I think it means the girl with the severed head, wasn't it? Me? What's that? Right arm? Migi ude. So as I answered, she put her hands on my chest and began to press down. Yamete! Stop! I can't make out. Like, I think there's some sort of voice lines there, but I can't hear it at all, except some mumbling. And anyway, she asked me the question, and as if I was making it up, as if trying to intimidate me, she moved her face closer and pressed hard against my chest. Oh my god. Boss battle. Takai-san. Wait, is it Takai? She's dead? What's going on? I was afraid that if I didn't say something, my right arm would be taken away, so I quickly called Takai-san's name. Then the girl smiled and disappeared. That's all I remember so far. When I woke up, it was already morning. And then soon after, so the days continued from then on, or something like that. But that day's events. So that something happened at school later on, I guess. Something horrible accident happened at school. Oh no! Splat. Takai-san was cleaning and fell from the landing on the second floor. Was taken to the hospital in an ambulance. Well, what sort of like do the students in the school have to like scale outside of the windows on the second floor? Is it like some ninja training school and then she happened to slip and fall? Like, of course it's the evil spirit or whatever, the ghost that did it, but still, like, how could you fall? Like, what kind of school is that? Where are they? So that guy had a broken right shoulder and arm and was unconscious. Okay, so she's not dead yet. It was my fault. Ah, because yeah, because the spirit was torturing her, and then she said Takai, so she sort of offered Takai as the other, like a replacement victim or something. I guess that's what happened. So that evening, um, yeah, I remember that I spoke her name that evening, and okay, yes, basically how I just mused myself. Then suddenly, there was blood. There's some kanji I don't know. Some command work you stupid app. Why is it so shitty? Okay, suddenly all the blood in my body was gone and I fell down. I guess it more like felt like my blood had gone or something. I don't know. Maybe you should eat your spinach or carrots so you have iron in your blood. And then there was a shock. I ended up in bed for a week. When I think of Takai-san, I couldn't sleep at night, and my only consolation is that Wakako and the others so let me know about Takai's condition. Takai-san, like she was hospitalized, and her life is not in danger. So I felt a bit better after hearing that. But the relief was short-lived. I was talking to Wakako and listening to school gossip, and then a strong ghost. I remembered strong something. Ghostly feeling was this kanji combination. Stronger sense of emptiness. Okay, I felt strong sense of emptiness. Okay. The content of the rumors about the incident in the music room a while ago. So that event was for quite some time. The other students talked about it, about this rumor. So whatever the cause was, it happened more than 10 years ago, and there are whispers that it may have been a murder case, a murder. And the incident was, and there was a girl, a female student was strangled to death by someone, and the body was cut. Like the body was cut and left untreated for a week, and I guess that's it. So yeah, I guess that explains like why it's the decapitated and the arm missing and stuff. Despite the desperate search, only the right arm was found. Apparently, they couldn't find the rest of the body. Okay, and then rumors spread around the school, and the arm was wandering around the school grounds. Isn't that like some Clive Barker story or something? Wakako is actually uh, all made up. Is it? Or maybe like Wakako said, it's all made up that somebody just started the rumor. And maybe she was like laughing that somebody just started the rumor. But I couldn't believe what she was hearing. Like it didn't sound like a fabrication. But I guess, yeah. Ah, okay. And that afterwards, I used to take care of, uh, or I was taken care of by somebody, and the psychic. Like I guess that psychic, helped the girl and like I don't know, become her memorial. Does it make sense? Okay. Okay, so thank you for telling. So I don't know. I guess she confided in the psychic or something, and it continues even this day. Maybe these incidents with the ghost, something. So I guess it's because of the psychic. Even afterwards. Okay. So there are no further incidents, I guess, because of the psychic's interference. Perhaps Takai-san is the next target. So I'm worried. So I'm not in a position to say that I don't. I can say, but I'm worried about her and stuff. So I hope she will be discharged from the hospital soon. I'm sorry, Takai-san. Okay. So there was a candle. The fourth story, let's say. Is there like any? Can I start with another story if I move it somewhere else? But I don't really want to try now. What's this? Like second floor is scary, something like that. What's this? Shin something prefecture, something Ken Nakamura Chidai Kosen. That's probably not the real Niigata prefecture. Okay, Chiyoko Nakamura is the pseudonym. It's Niigata. Why is it the reading of Niigata is weird? Okay, whatever. Let's go to the second floor thingy. Another candle is extinguished. Well, not yet. It will be. It will be. Uh, so I left my mother for a reason, or separated from my mother, I guess, for a reason. I currently live with my grandmother and aunt. So it's on the second floor, or is that no? Is that like two-story building? Yeah, the new house is a two-story building. I feel lonely because I'm married to a woman. I live on the first floor. Wait, what? No, it's because it's a female household. I don't know, so it feels lonely. I don't know. This confusing. So in the middle school, So this is a story from when I was in the middle school, and the second floor. I used the stairs. The second floor is used for storage. And when I came home from school, the second floor was very scary. I felt that for a while after that day, I couldn't go to the second floor. The reason that I don't even understand why the reason. However, the atmosphere on the second floor was different from normal. Sometimes felt something very cold, so I was scared, and I still remember that. So from there on, every day there's like a strange phenomenon continued. So always before I knew it, I was standing in front of the entrance. Why does it happen? So well, like this sleepwalking or whatever. So I began to think, oh wait, Chiyoko. So what are you doing in a place like this? My grandmother called out to me. So there's I was always thinking about the second floor. I was startled for a moment. And then, to make matters worse, my grandmother asked me to go upstairs with her to look for something. So the timing was bad. So the Tashi wa mono sugoku kowakatta no desu ka? Sobo is sobo ga issho dato iu no o tanomi o what's this? Fuwashi? I don't know that kanji. Looks familiar, but I don't quite know. Anyways, so I was scared, and even though I was with the grandma, and so we climbed to the second floor. Guess that's it. So we climbed to the second floor, and the room was filled with the dusty smell, and the junk piled high in the air gave off an eerie glow in the white sun shining through the window. But in addition to that, there's nothing particularly unusual about it, or outside of that. There wasn't anything else strange. It was quite normal storeroom. So I was overthinking it. So in the second floor, so the reason I didn't really go to the second floor is like the scary world, like I guess figment of my imagination or something. There's one kanji that I don't know. Am I stupid? Scary world, yes. I guess it means like it was a figment of my imagination. So I did what my grandmother told me to do, and I looked for whatever she was looking for there. So first was close. It's an tan, old stand or something. So I started in some old drawer looking for in some old, I guess, old desk or whatever it is. What is so? First one, second one, third one, or rows in that order. I looked for it, and there was nothing in there in the middle, or there was nothing there. What's this? I continued the fourth one. This time the daily calendar came out January 20th, 1989, January 20th. So it's 2 years before this game was made. The grandfather had died that day, I guess. Yeah, it was the day the grandfather died. I felt really bad. I feel like almost like I'd seen it, something, no. Then I quickly put it away in a drawer. I guess the note or the calendar. And then I chose to look away from the whatever drawer desk thingy. And when I did, there was a dressing table came into my field of vision. I jumped in and what's this? So I went to stand in front of the dressing table. I walked over and lifted the curtain covering the mirror. Ooh, creepy mirror. And there was a strange woman in the mirror. Ooh, creepy. And with white transparent hands around my neck, squeezing. And I was astonished. I turned away from the mirror. Ooh, this is actually creepy. I'm feeling a bit creeped out. Like, so far I haven't felt many horror playing this, but now it's sort of like, ugh. But the next moment I was in a state of sleep paralysis. So my body got cold, I lost strength in my legs, I was going to slip away. And I can't make a sound to call for help. I couldn't make a sound. Dun, dun, dun. Finally, I lost my mind. I thought I was gone. There was a strange noise echoing in my head. Tasukete Oba. So help me. Yes, Grandma. Yeah, there was a voice saying something, but didn't really hear it that well, what it said. With a word from my grandmother, the paralysis ended and the woman reflected in the mirror disappeared. So, thinking that I was safe, I breathed a sigh of relief and quickly went down to the first floor. Yeah, almost dropped my controller. But in the evening or the night. I was falling asleep. The sleep paralysis came again, and along with that cry. At that time, on the second floor, I regretted going second floor that time. But contrary to my feelings, my body became stiff and heavy. With that, something, my body. In the meantime, my body kept going. I guess I sank into the futon. Um, so somebody, this kanji, come on, tell me, someone is on top of the futon. It seems to be pushing my body. So much like this bed-related stuff. The last story too was about a bed and sleep paralysis. I opened my eyes. There's somebody sitting there. There was no scream or no sound came out. I guess it was not because of the constraints. The time had stopped. That's how I thought. Then I continued for long. Terrible. I began to lose my consciousness or something. So in the next morning, the paralysis was lifted and my body was free. And that day, from that day on, the my surroundings changed or something. Yeah, everything around me changed. Um, so she sprained her ankle during volleyball practice, fell off bike, and is constantly covered in wounds. I don't know the cause, but at that moment my body relaxed. I feel like I'm going. Then my left shoulder was in pain for an unknown reason. It stopped going up. I guess I can't raise the shoulder. And I went to the doctor right away. Abnormalities in bones and muscles. It says were not found. Like no abnormalities were found. And they said the tragedies of friends and club members are the work of spirits. What? Uh, okay. So I couldn't go do anything but go to the hospital. I went there, and few days passed, I guess. And then the left shoulder was completely stopped moving. At the same time, when I returned from the doctor, my aunt collapsed. So the aunt had some sort of disease. I have to perform a purification ritual tomorrow. My grandmother said it was dangerous. And the next day, my aunt became, I guess, went to a psychic to make her feel better or something. At the same time, my left shoulder also started moving like magic because the medium exercised her aunt, and after it was finished, the plague was, I guess, the disease was uh, also left after the exorcism or something. I guess the illness. I heard a story from both of them. I told him everything that had happened. I guess told the psychic. But the woman's. I had no idea who the woman is. I guess the one in the mirror. So yeah, because this game is called the Honto Atta Kowai Hanashi, like, true scary stories. I wonder if these are actually like some stories that at least, back in the day some people claim to have been true. I guess it would be quite difficult to come up with, this sort of stories on the fly. After that, I no longer get sleep paralysis or injured. I'm living a healthy life. And instead, I haven't really paid any attention to the second floor. So now my grandmother and aunt used the first floor, and I used the second floor. Ugh. So the second floor is scary, and it's no longer scary, I guess. I still don't remember the cloth on that dressing table. You can just turn the page. What? めくることだけはできないのです。So the woman who appeared, yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's. I guess it means like, okay, she doesn't want to remove the cloth from the mirror because the woman might appear again. Okay, that's what it means. So she still has the table there. Maybe she should, pay somebody to take it away without ever lifting the cloth or something. Okay, the fifth story. Maybe this can be the last one, last story for tonight. I do think they're sort of cozy and interesting, but it's like I don't feel like I wanna read like plenty of them at the time. Wait, this mirror stereo, 3D stereo. Okay, gonna be fancy. Zaki, what was that? What is this place? Saitama Prefecture. Shigeru Yamada is the name. Yamada Shigeru. Saitama. That's the name of the guy from uh, One Punch Man. One Punch. So another candle. So the mirror and what's this? Mirrors and glass have long held spiritual power. It has been considered a mysterious thing. Yeah, the previous story was about the mirror as well. Spiritual power appears even as mysterious phenomena. It is door to a strange world that exists alongside our own. So, when became 26 years old, so became, I guess, normal salaryman Yamada, or no, normal salaryman 26-year-old Yamada. It's like no different from any other people. Lives a very ordinary life. But there's one thing I've decided I won't do. Certainly won't do or something. I won't the in the deep night won't do something. I won't stand in front of a mirror in the in late at night. Okay, sounds like Candyman, and there's a reason for this. There's an event that his like a high school second year in high school during the summer club training something happened. So in the middle of the night, Yamada went to toilet to wash his hands. While washing his hands, the, he looked into the mirror when he was washing his hands in the bathroom sink. Ew. And there was a reflected behind him was reflected a dark black figure, I guess. Ew, creepy sounds. When I turned around, there was nobody there. Isn't that strange? I thought. I looked back at the mirror, saw myself in the mirror with my mouth curled up in a grin. Ew. I don't know why these mirror stories make me, creeped out. Make me feel creeped out. Yamada thought he was half asleep and splashed his face with water and checked the mirror several times. And apparently, what I saw earlier was a mistake, I guess. He didn't really see the creepy apparition in the mirror. It's just a trick of the light. The mirror was made of uh, yeah, it was only wet with droplets of water that he splashed. I guess the mirror got wet with the water or something. Yamada wiped the water droplets from the mirror and he reached to wipe them out. Whoa! And that time, uh, so his face disappeared from the mirror, I guess. Yeah, it's his face was gone from the mirror. I guess there was this woman. There was a black hand, pitch black hand was reflected there. And then, next moment, Yamada was firmly grasped by the strange hand. And then Yamada's Gui Gui? What is Gui Gui? Uh, Yamada pushed, the hand pushed Yamada forward, trying to drag him into the mirror, I guess. Tried to pull him into the mirror, rather. Yamada, stop! And he was, that time, desperate, uh, trying to escape desperately or something like that. And finally managed to escape this desperate. So as you saw, there was something more terrifying than a black hand lurking there. But what it was, Yamada absolutely refuses to talk about it. Um, Only the black bruises on his arm still bear witness to what happened. So who is this face then? This face isn't what Yamada saw. Okay, so that was the story. Right. Let's save, and I guess, like, you know, I do feel like I still want to play, like, but not this one, because this I do think is an interesting game. It's not really a game, it's just reading a story. But, you know, I do think the stories are sort of comfy, but I just don't want to play too long in one sitting, because it's gonna get dull if I try to force it. So I guess I have to, play them in small increments and stuff. So I'm gonna end the stream. I'm Adventure Argonaut. Thank you for watching, and bye bye, and have a really scary night tonight. And be wary of the mirror, the bathroom mirror. Blah,